us eat, we're going to be decluttering this big, huge bookcase of mine. I want to get rid of the plastic bins and move them into either the bathroom or the kitchen and put some nice cloth bins from the Dollar Tree in its place. Just be careful if you're going to be using them for storage. Just know they're from the Dollar Tree, and if you tug them too hard, they will rip and tear. I just want to get rid of the plastic that is on this bookcase, and we're going to consolidate the board games. As you see down at the bottom, I do have some cloth bins at the very bottom. I'm going to declutter the shelf with a picture of my grandmother on it, and then up at the top with my heron, and then at the very top with that plastic bin. Today we're going to declutter my big bulky bookcase. I only do this a few times a year, and usually right before a holiday or after a holiday, because I like to use it to display and house some of my decorations. Some of my seasonal decorations I like to keep out all year. If you are new here, thank you so much for dropping by and checking me out. Thank you to everyone who supports me every day. We are up in views. We had a big climb. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate each and every one of you. When we get to 900, we're going to issue out 2 $10 Dollar Tree gift cards, one for new subscribers, one for people who comment. If you're new, please introduce yourself in the comment section down below, and you must be a U.S. resident. If Life with Missy does not respond to me by the end of today, we will be drawing another name for the cute little cunning boards. I will include a photo at the end of this video so you can see what that looks like. We are looking for new subscribers for this giveaway, and you just must be a U.S. resident. Also, we need 4 more subscribers to issue out a 5 items prize pack from the Dollar Tree valued at $6.25. Same rules apply. Then we have the big giveaway when we get to 1,000 subscribers, which will be 2 $20 Dollar Tree gift cards. Let's get decluttering. The Dollar Tree has the new cloth bins in. They are new muted colors, and they have real pretty patterns. I picked up 2 each of these for the bookcase to sit side by side, and we're going to take the plastic ones down, declutter them, get rid of what we don't watch anymore or don't want for our purge, toss, or donate pile. I never say keep, and I try to remove 5 items from every time I declutter, or more. Or more is always the bonus, and I do things in zone. Each shelf is going to represent as one zone. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zones in this video. Here's what one of the bins looks like. It is a very deep bin. It's a nice size bin. I'll give you the dimensions in a moment. You just take this piece and pop them on in. The dimensions are 10 by 5 centimeters. I'm going to open them up, and I'm going to remove things from the shelves. And if they need dusting, I'm going to dust all of the shelves. Except for the tippy top, because that's just way too tall for me to reach. I don't think my husband can reach it. It's a very tall bookcase. Easy. Yes, what I haul I do use in my home. Sometimes I can't use it because it won't work because of it being an old home. It is on an incline, and sometimes it feels like the house is slanted on some parts of it. Like in the kitchen, I can definitely feel a slant. Surprised the house has been here 140 years. I love that new muted color. The plastic buckets, too, for the pantries and other areas of your home have that beautiful new muted colors. But the cloth ones can be more fun with the patterns. If you would like to find these in the Dollar Tree, they usually have them with the new arrivals for holiday. And then I noticed on their shelves weekly new arrivals that they have. I'm going to start by removing everything from the bookcase. This I need to be careful with because they're controllers for my teenager's video game system. I like my pumpkins. I don't want to put them away. I have to declutter because sometimes I just put things places and I forget that I have done that. I'm going to use this bin temporarily to hold things because I run out of tabletops. Jacqueline made me this in first grade. It's a poem. Mother's Day. Forgot it was back there. Doesn't need dusting. Who wants to put away these cute little pumpkins with your initials on it? That has the letter S. As you can see, the bookcase is completely empty. I'm going to take a quick wipe across each shelf. And then we're going to declutter everything you see here that came off the bookcase. And I know what went on what shelf for zones. Zone 5 was the board games. I'm going to move them up to the zone 2. Right before the top of the shelf at eye level because my kids are taller now. Let's get it wiped down. Then I'll decide what bins go where. Wiping down zone 4. Good. Did what I could because I'm not that tall. Now this is completely empty. I'm going to take the shelf and swing it flat because right now it's kitty corner. And I put it kitty corner during the holidays because of the Christmas tree. It's not heavy, it just looks heavy. And I like to use behind the large furniture for storage. No husband required. Before I put the bookcase back, I am going to do a quick sweep. And I'm going to replace the tea bag. I keep peppermint tea bags behind the furnitures because the spiders do not like mint tea. Just take a peppermint tea bag, toss it behind the bookcase, whatever furniture you want. And I do that in corners of closets that are hard to get to, and it keeps the spiders away. My aunt had a peppermint patch growing up and always used it in her homemade lemonades and jello modes. And I remember sitting by the peppermint patch when I was a child, eating it or sucking on the peppermint leaves after she's picked them and washed them. Okay, I'm going to leave it about a couple inches so I can utilize that space behind it for storage. First thing I'm going to do is put board games back, and we're all wiped down and stuff behind. I loved that when I was a kid, Risk. Connect 4 wouldn't fit back in the box. Classic Game of Trouble, my favorite. Next is a classic Simon, and then we have a 3D Simon. They modernized Sorry to the Sorry Spiders. It's really cool, and the pieces go flying, so you gotta keep an eye on them. Clue. My teen loves Clue, origami. And then Light Bright and Spirograph. Welcome back to the 70s, people. Popular throughout the times. Okay, so we're going to be using Zone 2 and Zone 3. I said 4 earlier, that's actually 3 for the shelf there for the games to make it look less cluttery. I have Simon on the right, which I may put on the top. And then I'm going to utilize the next 2 shelves for knickknacks and things. And at the very bottom, I'm going to put my bins. Better yet, I moved all of them to the top. Now I'm going to put back some picture frames here. That was me pregnant with my first, who's going to be 18 in June. That lady there is my grandmother, who passed away about 6 years ago now, I think. And I want to put my heron back. Those of you that don't know, I do photography, and I took that of the heron. The bookcase was looking very cluttery. Some of the stuff I may just have to put away altogether. I had too much out. I am going to, however, keep my music box that I've had since I was 5 and my letter F's pumpkin because I really like that. How sad for Betty White, the last of the Golden Girls, to go from the main cast. I don't know if Stan is still alive. Dorothy Spornak's husband. I'll have to look him up. Just kind of play around with everything until you have it the way you like it. Let's see. Those are so cute, the little wood calendars. I think I could donate an entire bin of books and stuff because my children haven't looked at them in years. I'm a big fan of the skulls. Day of the Dead. What did I do with Dawson's Creek? Where do I put it? My husband bought me this. I finally got to see the entire series about a year ago and I loved it. I want to put I have the entire series of Boy Meets World. Put that there. My husband recently got me Home Alone 1 and 2. Got 1 and 2. A Breakfast Club, Dirty Dancing, Pretty in Pink, Footloose, Grease, all the greats. Hannah Montana, Ferris Bueller, 16 Candles, The Lost Boys. I like to even them out as best as I can. And I don't know where to put these. I have to get new little envelopes for them. This is a BJ and the Bear TV show from the 70s I loved. 78 through 82, I believe. I knew I felt something funny. I thought my CD cracked. I have to get one of those old CD binders. I'm going to keep this one in a bin because it's not in cases here. I'm going to take the deck of cards. Put them right up there. Well, we're looking good so far. Now we're going to sit down for a bit and finish going through everything, seeing what we're discarding. Okay, we are making waves here and getting things done. This pen is going to be discarded completely because it is gross. When you have kids, the weirdest things get disgusting. I'm just going to dump it out, and it's going to go in the recycle bin. I don't even think I get it cleaned out. Well, whatever it was wasn't stained. So I'll just wipe it out and add it to the kitchen. So I'm trying to make everything matchy. And Jacqueline's ring from the gumball machine. She's going to want that. Alright. Let's get DJ and the bear back in here. You can't buy DJ and the Bear from a regular retailer. I got it off of a website, and he recorded it from the TV. Most of it's commercial free, but the ones that are pretty neat because they're commercials from the 70s and 80s. Okay, that's Loverboy, doesn't have a case. Def Leppard, the Van Halen Firehouse. Great 80s band, late 80s. Very underrated. I think these books. Minecraft. That is Jacqueline's. Jacqueline plays that. Goosebumps. Young Guns, great movie. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think I'll put these up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. Keep Sonic. I'm going to finish sorting these and I'll be right back. On my second bin, and I opened up Monsters vs. Aliens that Kiefer Sutherland did an anime. Isabella's very first movie in the theaters. We still have the tickets in there. When we picked up the DVD, I kept the tickets in it. What season is this? Season 1. 24. That's season 4. If you haven't seen 24, binge it. It is excellent. Season 1. What hour is this? I don't know where this goes. Range. It's just going to sit in there like that. I want to keep 24 all together. I noticed they're in a few different spots. Season 6 and 3. Season 6 is one of my favorites. I think I have all of my 24s here. I'm going to put them into one place. They were all over the place in the bins. And I bought these years ago. As soon as the season came out, I went to the store and ordered them and then picked them up. And they were expensive back in the day. And as the years grew longer, they came down in price. 24, this concept was 24 episodes. Each episode was a different hour of that particular day. So they weren't really seasons, they were completed days. And it was very good and action-packed with a lot of great guest stars. I've been a fan of Kiefer Sutherland all my life, and I got to meet him. I even have the 2-hour movie before they did Live Another Day. Which cases were made cheaper than they were compared to season 1. Final chapter with extras, that was season 8. 2-hour special event. season 8 was pretty good towards the end. Here's Live Another Day with Chloe. Merriman was very nice. Used to do a lot of Facebook, not anymore. Now the bins that are going to go back on my shelf on the bottom both match, and I downsized at least 15 items, so that's pretty good. Remember not to tug, because they are from the Dollar Tree. The last plastic bin here. Picture frames do not go there. Get rid of this book. I'm going to be donating a bunch of stuff. I did go through some of the movies that we're not keeping. I might be keeping the holiday movies like Scrooge. Goosebumps, Chaplain likes. Little Mermaid. Scared Shrek-less. That must be a Halloween one. Open season. Isabel likes to watch now and again. So I'll keep that. Decluttering any room or area of your house can be a daunting task. I have all my 24 there. And I still have that very top spot up there where I can put in the books that my husband wants to keep and not get rid of. My husband does reread things from time to time. I'm just going to put them down in the bin in a different way. That can go. I'm going to keep Odd Squad book. Don't pack them too heavy. These I don't think my kids will read anymore, so we'll donate. And with COVID, call ahead to make sure places like hospitals, shelters, schools, as well as daycares, depending on the age of the books, and Goodwill stores are taking things. And if they do take them, wipe them down for them. This is the pile of rubbish from the bookcase. We're going to salvage most of the bins. The cloth ones are kind of dirty, so they're going to just be tossed into the recycle bin. And I have a ton of books and DVDs that I'm going to see if the library will take them, or maybe one of the hospitals. But with COVID, I don't think it's likely, so I'm going to just put them in a box out front that says free next week after the storm. Here's the final look of the bookcase. I decided to move the bins to the bottom